getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everybody? Glad to have you guys in the stream back again tonight. Happy Thursday night, everyone. So we got a great matchup in store here tonight. The Memphis Grizzlies, 32-19 this season for Memphis, as they are taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs, 31-22, currently 21-6 on their home floor. A battle between two teams at the upper tier of the Western and Eastern conferences tonight. Memphis, number 2 in the West. They struggled, though, on the road this season, just 11-15 on the road for Memphis. Cleveland been red hot in their home floor. They are the number 5 team in the East. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and hopefully a great night of basketball going down here. Make sure to vote in that poll as well. Who you got in this one tonight here, Grizzlies or Cavs? And I think we're going to have a good battle going on throughout the course of tonight. Yeah, so they announced the starters for NBA All-Star reserves a little while ago, so I'll go down the rundown for those. So the East, with their All-Star reserves, they have Joel Embiid, DeMar DeRozan, Jaylen Brown, Bam Adebayo, Drew Holiday, Julius Randle, and Tyrese Halliburton. So those are the All-Star reserves for the Eastern Conference. Kind of like a lot of snubs this year. Pascal Siakam, Jalen Brunson, two of the big names for the Eastern Conference. And then out in the Western Conference, here's the All-Star reserves. They got with Ja being named All-Star reserve, Domantas Sabonis, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Paul George, Damian Lillard, Lauri Markkanen, and Jaren Jackson Jr. made it. And kind of surprising that even though Anthony Davis has been missing games, that he was posting up ridiculous numbers before his injury, and then he's come back for AD, that he didn't make it in. De'Aaron Fox didn't make it in. Oh, yeah, and over on the East as well, Darius Garland having a great year for Cleveland. He might have a big game tonight for Garland. And this one, he was also snubbed from the All-Star team. He was a first-year All-Star last year. So I believe we're going to tip off in about 4 minutes from now, usually. We'll tip it off. Alex, what's good? Happy Thursday, man. Glad to have you back in. And if you guys get the cold weather coming up your way, make sure to stay safe, everybody. I know where I am, it's supposed to be freezing tomorrow. Frigid tundra we got tomorrow and Saturday, more so late Friday night until early Saturday morning. It's supposed to be -5 degrees. Vegas, welcome back in. Stay warm out there this weekend. Should be a great matchup tonight. I got in the injury report for this game for Memphis that Jaren Jackson Jr. not playing tonight. Xavier Tillman will get the start for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies have struggled on the road this season, just 11-15 for Memphis. Cleveland's having a great season on their home floor this year. It looks like everybody ready to go in this game for Cleveland. Besides Karis LeVert, he's the only player listed out. Jaren Jackson Jr. and Danny Green with 2 players listed out tonight. What's good, Rude Boy Ron? Welcome in, man. Yeah, it's supposed to be cold where I am. Only -5. Up near northern New Hampshire, northern Maine, it's supposed to be -50, -60 degree wind chill in some places. But yeah, lucky for me where I am, it's only supposed to be around -5. Cleveland comes in 6.5-point favorites tonight. They're the home team in this matchup. One game currently in progress right now. Pacers up over the Lakers, 32-24. Indiana's been cold. Without Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton back in the lineup tonight, though. He's got a quick 11 points in the first quarter. Mario, welcome back on the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Maliko, welcome on back. Should be a great matchup here. Two teams upper tier their conferences. And I haven't covered both of these teams that often, so good to see that both Cleveland and Memphis get some national TV time in like an earlier time slot, which is great. There's actually a lot of great games going on tonight, too. Yeah, tipping off about the same time, the Heat at the Knicks, Hornets at the Bulls, Pelicans at the Mavs. Some really good games winning the standings tonight. Warriors at the Nuggets, and then Clippers at the Bucks. What's good? Good morning out in the Philippines. Sean Sam, welcome back in the stream, man. Happy Friday out there. I think I've only covered both of these teams once this season. Cleveland was early in the year. They came back and they won, I believe, for the Cavs. And then Memphis a couple weeks ago on MLK Day, they played against the Suns, and it was close. Going into halftime, just in the second half, Memphis just obliterated Phoenix. Wow. Oh, man, Joe Mixon having an arrest warrant out for him. Yikes. Yeah, not a good week plus for the Bengals. Losing against the Chiefs on Sunday, and the refs just all against them. And wow. Yeah, I see a bunch of articles up about that right now with Joe Mixon. Yeah, looks like it's going to be a little bit longer tip-off because last time they had announced the NBA All-Star starters, and that game didn't get tipped off until like 7:45. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to tip off for another 10 minutes. Usually TNT tips off the games like right now. They'll tip off the game like 7:34 or so. But yeah, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. We're going to start very shortly right now, just in the pregame, as we're awaiting tip-off. Kelly, welcome on back, man. So many good players left out on the All-Star snubs list for this year. Jalen Brunson, Pascal Siakam, James Harden, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Darius Garland. I think this year, because so many more snubs than usual, is because the scoring rate in the NBA is just boosted. Trae Young averaging like above 27 points per game for Trae. Didn't make it as an all-star reserve this year. His shooting efficiency has been way down. I saw a stat about the Hawks that they're like right in the middle with everything. They get the same amount of points scored that they do for points allowed from one of the posts on the stats. 8th in the East. Ja gets his second All-Star game nod. So he'll be a reserve for Ja. Yeah, Joel Embiid got put on the reserve team. Yeah, it was kind of shocking, honestly, that because Embiid's got the higher points than Tatum. Though a lot of it has to do with winning. I feel like the All-Star like starters and All-Star reserves, it comes down to winning a lot. Anthony Edwards, another player that didn't make the All-Star game this year. It's probably because the T-Wolves haven't really lived up to expectations this season. Just tougher if you're from like a team that's at the bottom of the NBA or so, and trying to make it into the All-Star game. Yeah, I can see why Pascal Siakam just didn't make it into the All-Star game, because the voting now, it's looking like it's not really based off of like player statistics anymore and what they've done throughout the course of the season. Looks like it's like based on how well the team's just performed as general. What's good? Hockey from home. Welcome back in the stream. I think we're going to tip off in about 6 minutes from now. Glad to have you guys on board being a part here tonight. Italiano, welcome back in. Man, huge win yesterday for the Celtics. Really needed to get that out of their system. And, yeah, they look like their pre-selves when they were playing at that historic pace back in, like, November. They just let it all out last night. Love to see some more games in the upcoming future like that. That game yesterday, holy smokes, did it go by fast or what? I look back at my streaming time. The entire stream was 2 hours and 22 minutes for an NBA game. Plus, I start the stream like 20 minutes before actual tip-off time. So the actual time of the game elapsed length was about 2 hours and 2 minutes total. And that's when you include all the timeouts, halftime in the middle. It went by so fast yesterday. That stream went by like a blur. It was like a flash from yesterday. It went by so quick. Not many fouls. Not many turnovers. I love calling games that go by like that fast. Like, I remember when I used to do like college basketball doubleheaders when Virginia played like the first game or so. I was like, yeah, that's great, because whenever Virginia plays the 7 o'clock game, that game gets done before 9 o'clock guaranteed. They don't foul. They don't turn it over. They'll use up as much clock as possible, and that game will get done at like 8:45 before the 9 o'clock game. But yeah, if you get like an SEC game that starts at 7, then good luck if you're trying to watch the 9 o'clock game afterwards, because that SEC game's probably going to like 9:15, 9:20, because it'll probably combine for like 35, 40 plus fouls in that game. Yeah, Celtics an absolute machine last night. They proved that they're the Brooklyn Nets' daddy. I think the Celtics are 8-1 ever since Kyrie stomped on the logo. Man, if times have just turned. I remember that playoffs. That was, oh man, that was just horrific. Like, have times just turned. Kyrie stomps in the logo. Celtics losing 5. There was the game that Tatum dropped 50 in that playoff series. And then Celtics next year sweep them in 4. That was a great series, though. Because even though Boston swept them in 4, it was close. I think the Celtics beat the Nets by a combined 17 points last year in those 4 games. Every single game was close, like down to the wire. And then lately, Boston hasn't even allowed Brooklyn to drop down 100 plus. Celtics 3-0 right now against Brooklyn in the regular season. Brooklyn's failed to score 100 all 3 times. But yeah, that was one they really needed to get out of their system. And good to see that happen, because they hadn't had a win that big in a long time. So Grizzlies have 3 players out tonight for this game. Jaren Jackson Jr., the key player listed out, as he's front runner right now for Defensive Player of the Year this season for Jaren Jackson Jr. Steven Adams, Danny Green, both listed out tonight for the Grizzlies. So they go with their starting five: John Morant, Desmond Bane, Santi Aldama, Dylan Brooks, and Xavier Tillman from Memphis. Cavs tonight, just one player listed out. That's Karis LeVert. Everybody back into the lineup for Cleveland: Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. Starters tonight for the Cavs. Yeah, hopefully get some good numbers in the stream tonight. Last time I covered Memphis, there was like a bunch of people that came in for that game against Phoenix. And then Cleveland's got some pretty good numbers when I covered them earlier on in the season for the Cavs. That actually might have been against the Lakers. I'm not sure who it was, but I believe it was a game back in November that they ended up coming from behind and they won that game. John Morant gets to his second All-Star Game selection. Donovan Mitchell, number 4 All-Star Game selection for him. We might see a big game out of Darius Garland tonight. Darius Garland did not make the All-Star team as he was one of multiple players who ended up getting snubbed, but having a great season himself. Cleveland coming in at 31-22 this season. That's currently number 5 in the Eastern Conference. Memphis, number 2 out in the West, a record of 32-19. The Cavs been rolling in their home floor. They get a record of 21-6 at home. That 21-6 record, that's one of the best records out in the Eastern Conference at home, right behind Milwaukee. 21-5 for the Bucks this season at home. Celtics, the top team, have a record of 20-6 right now, with the Cavs one game above 21-6 at home. Memphis will go with the white uniforms tonight. Dark blue numbers, dark blue letters. And the Cavs going with the black uniforms tonight. Gold numbers, gold letters. The Cleveland C logo out in the front of the uniforms. Donovan Mitchell lighting it up from the floor, averaging above 27 points per game this season. For Spida Mitchell, been on a roll, putting his team at the top echelon in the standings here in the East. These are two fun teams to watch. John Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, Santi Aldama, Xavier Tillman getting the start tonight in place of Jaren Jackson Jr., Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, the starters for Cleveland. 3 players listed out tonight for the Grizzlies: Jaren Jackson Jr., Steven Adams, Danny Green, all out for tonight's game. Just 1 player listed out for the Cavs, that is Karis LeVert. Cleveland enters the matchup 6.5-point favorites, over under tonight at 222.5. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and hopefully a great night of basketball here, and hoping for a close competitive basketball game as we get underway. And Cleveland controls the opening tip. Left to right on the floor, Cavs have it first. Garland crosses midcourt. Garland moves it out to the left wing, Mobley. Mobley with some space, dribbles up to the free throw circle, attacks inside the paint, makes the pass to Allen, kick out to the corner, 3 on its way. That's a make from downtown. Beginning it off, that's Darius Garland. And that's his response. Did not make the All-Star game today. Expect Garland to take a big step up in this matchup and produce. Dylan Brooks turns the corner jumper, 15-footer straight away, and gets the friendly bounce. 2 points on the board now for Brooks. Second possession for Cleveland. Garland takes up the floor towards his left around the perimeter. Crossover to the free throw circle. Takes the jumper. 17-footer. Swoosh. What a start by Darius Garland. A one-man show so far, 5-2 Cleveland. Quick three up in the air. Desmond Bane puts it through for the three ball. That's quick up the floor right there by Desmond Bane in Memphis. First minute through the first, we get a fun game so far. 10 combined points. Garland swings it on top off to Mitchell. Mitchell drives, attacks inside downhill. Kick out to the baseline, Mobley. Mobley backs his way in Aldama. Hook shot inside the key. Rolled around the rim and out. Rebound control by Tillman for Memphis. Grizzlies' third possession of the game. Lob. They look to go backdoor. Couldn't make the layup, though. That was a poor shot selection by Sandy Aldama as he was teetering away from the rim trying to go for the backdoor layup after he caught the entry pass. Garland, dribble, drive, attacks downhill, right to the rim. Missed it, no good, though. And the rebound control by Aldama. 10-15 remaining in the first. Both of these teams looking to push pace. Turnover off the fingertips of Xavier Tillman. From the pass by Ja, goes out of bounds. Turnover Grizzlies. +30 watching. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and glad to have you guys on board tonight. Uncle Pizzle, welcome on back, man. His man Jared Allen out on the floor. There he is. Takes the jumper, missed it. No good, though, around the rim and out at the free throw circle. Ja brings up the court now for Memphis. Ja drives low block on Allen. Now at the baseline. Baseline drive again as we have a kicked ball. Whistle blows. Clock will stop with 9:50. This has been a quick game so far, 5-5 through the first 2 minutes of action. Up fake at the elbow, Aldama looking to pass it back out around the perimeter. Bounce pass off to Brooks, dribbles up to the key, takes the jumper, missed off the back rim, and Mitchell soars up with a defensive rebound. Outlet pass ahead, Allen lost it off his fingertips, though. It's a turnover. Memphis comes up past midcourt with a basketball. Ja dribble, drive a Sellers, right to the rim, he scores. Oh man, turned it on turbo right there for Ja. First bucket of the game by Ja Morant ever since he crossed midcourt, just turned it into a second gear and delivers with a layup over two defenders. Mitchell, jumper, straight away, 19-footer, missed off the front rim, and the rebound collected by Bane, looking to push it. Bane, downhill, right to the rim, blocked from behind as it goes right back to Cleveland. Cavs take it up the floor. Garland, bounce pass, Okoro, tried to dump it off, couldn't stay in bounds. It will be a turnover by Cleveland. 8:59 left to go. Fun game so far we see in a replay. Ja Morant slipping right past Jared Allen. He actually had one of his teammates out in front for the clearance, and then Desmond Bane getting blocked from behind. That was Mitchell who came up with a block as he blocked it, and then it went off the glass. Jacob, welcome to the stream once again, man. Yeah, good to cover your Cavs tonight in this one. Lob, able to snatch it, Ja. Kick out to the corner, Bane. Dribbles up to the elbow, we get a whistle. He'll be charged a reach and fall, picked up by Cleveland. The clock will stop with 8:51. Yeah, good to see both of these teams. These are two fun teams this season to watch, and both of them on national TV tonight. 8:51 remaining in the first. Inbound from Brooks to Tillman. Tillman passes around the perimeter to Ja. Ja towards his right at the top of the key, gives it over to Bane. 8 on the shot clock for Bane. Bane at the left wing, dribbles up to the elbow. Skip pass, right corner, 3 in the air. Sandy Aldama. Missed off the rim with a rebound collected by Mitchell. Garland attacks downhill. Nice shovel. Jared Allen throws it down with a right-handed flush. We're tied up at 7. That's some great playmaking right there. Weaves his way right into the paint for Darius Garland. He has scored or assisted on all 3 scoring plays so far tonight. Rebound Mobley. Mobley finds Garland. Bounce pass. Push it to Mobley. Behind the defense. He scores with a 2-handed dunk. Now that's 4 plays to start it off for Darius Garland, getting snubbed tonight from the All-Star game, scoring or assisting on every single scoring play so far. As Brooks gets fouled. Clock will stop. So we got 8 minutes remaining in the first. Dylan Brooks will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Right from the get-go, Darius Garland, 5 points, 2 assists. First free throw, good by Brooks. Second free throw by Dylan Brooks, and bounced around the rim and out as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sandy Aldama. Christian, welcome back in, man. 8 minutes remaining. It will be Cleveland basketball. Darius Garland out on a roll so far. Garland crosses midcourt, defended by Bane. Pick set by Okoro. He rolls down. Garland dribbles up. Dump off down low. Deflected, intercepted though. Stolen away by Aldama. Aldama up the floor. Euro step Aldama. Right to the rim. He scores. Sandy Aldama with the handles. Coast to coast by Sandy Aldama with a layup. 7:30 left to go in the first now. What a season that Aldama's had so far. Jaren Jackson Jr. missing the first portion of the season. Aldama came in and had some strong games. Triple J came back. Triple J out tonight. Looking for Aldama to make a big impact runner. Missed by Mitchell. Tip to the corner. Saved by Mobley. Into the hands to Garland. Crossover. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Back out to Mobley. Attacks at the low block. Floats it up. Missed off the rim. Another offensive rebound. Mobley through traffic. Lost it. And the Grizzlies come up with a steal. Brooks gives it over. It's a turnover. Okoro attacking right to the rim. He scores up and in off the backboard, plus the foul. 11-10. It's been back and forth basketball. A couple big miscues, but both of these teams out in transition have been stellar so far in tonight's game. One free throw coming up after the timeout by Isaac Okoro as Cleveland leads 11-10. What a start to this one so far. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. Hit us up in the chat who you guys are rooting for tonight in this game, Cleveland or Memphis. Two fun teams to watch. Both of these teams pushing tempo up the floor quickly. So I didn't watch much of that game because I was covering the Celtics yesterday, but Florida saving their season with a win, putting themselves near the bubble. At least for Florida, and yes, I think Tennessee is overrated for them. I think they're going to be a second-round exit for Tennessee if they get the right matchup. They just, some of the games, they go stagnant offensively for Tennessee. That's the problem. They have great games because they're the number one defense, but if they just can't score, then that's the problem for Tennessee. And historically, they've never been a good tournament team, so they got second-round exit. Second-round exit, in my opinion, for Tennessee. The rankings to me mean nothing. It's all about how this team matches up with this team, more about film-based stuff than actual numbers and rankings, because I see a lot of flaws with the back end of the top 25. UConn, they're 500 in the Big East. I don't even know why they're ranked right now. Auburn lost against Memphis back in the non-conference slate. They also lost at USC for Auburn, yet they started off the season in the top 25, and they're still in the top 25, which I don't get right now. In my opinion, I don't think they're that great of a team this season for Auburn. And then whenever a Mountain West team comes into the top 25, they just leave the next week. And all the people in the comment section over on March Madness on Facebook, March Madness on Twitter, posting out, yo, the Mountain West is great this year. We're going to get 4, we're going to get 5, we're going to get 6 bids in the Mountain West. Yeah, wait till all of them go 0-5 or 0-6. Last year, they were a big disappointment. That's the thing. New Mexico, every single time they get ranked, they get bought. They get bounced out. Here's my bold take. I got 3 teams that won't make the NCAA tournament. Number 1's Clemson. Number 2's New Mexico. Number 3, this is going to shock you, it might be UNC. Might be UNC. If UNC can't get through this part of the schedule, next 5 games are tough. They might not make the tournament. That's a tough loss they had yesterday at home against Pitt. At home against Pitt. Pitt proving the doubters wrong. They're a really good perimeter defense for that Pitt team. But I can see Clemson just falling apart and missing out on the tournament. Go from ranked to I think I saw them for their non-conference strength of schedule for Clemson. They're in the 300s for their non-conference strength of schedule. There was an NC State team from, I believe it was 4 years ago. They went 21-9 overall. They ended up not making the tournament because they had the easiest non-conference schedule in the nation, and then they went 9-9 in SEC play, or ACC play. We get back to action. One free throw by Okoro, missed at the line. Yeah, Cards got the dub yesterday. Yesterday against Georgia Tech. Yeah, I had for my preseason. When I looked at the teams in the preseason, I thought that Georgia Tech would have finished last in the ACC. And that pass deflected inside traffic. Mitchell comes out with an interception off to Garland. Garland pushes it. Missed the layup, though. Got rejected by the bottom right corner of the rim. Rebound to Brooks. Brooks up the floor. Brooks guarded by Allen around the perimeter. Cross-court pass. Picked off. Intercepted. Okoro jumps the route in the corner. Did he stay in bounds and handle it cleanly, though? That is the call on the floor. We're trying to see right here where the camera will pop up. And he did not. So it will stay Memphis ball. That was some great effort, though, by Isaac Okoro. Couldn't handle it cleanly in the court of play as he picked it off but stepped out of bounds. 6:22 remaining. Memphis gets the inbound. Bounce pass over to Ja. Brandon Clark on the floor for the first time today. Ja accelerates right at the rim. Missed it, but Clark right there for the tip-in. Cleans it up for two behind the defense by Brandon Clark. 6 minutes left to go as we approach the mark. Garland having a big impact so far. Finds Mitchell. Takes the three. Makes the three from downtown by Spida Mitchell. Off the catch. A work of beauty right there by Donovan Mitchell. Rebound to Mobley off the Grizzlies miss. Up the floor, here goes Mitchell. He's shifty, attacks. As Dylan Brooks gets called in the reach-in foul, and the game clock will stop with 5:49. Really good game so far. Both of these teams pushing tempo up the floor. Getting to the rim, we see a lot of aggressiveness so far in this game. Ryan, welcome back in, man. Darius Garland with a great start. 5 points, 3 assists. He has made an impact on every single field goal made so far today besides one. 5 of the 6 field goals he's made an impact on by Garland. At the low block, Mitchell. Mitchell up fake, puts it up. Missed around the rim and out, though. Rebound defensively for Memphis. Ja pass midcourt. Ja accelerates right to the rim. Missed off the front rim. Contacted, though, and fouled. And Ja Morant will shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is a Memphis Grizzlies team that attempts the most twos out of any team in the NBA. They go right after number 32, Dean Wade, the first time he plays tonight in the game as Ja targets Dean Wade. First one, that is good by Ja. Yeah, a lot of snubs this year. Even Anthony Davis, too. I know he missed games, but Jaren Jackson Jr. missed a ton of games as well. Second one's good. Garland dribbles up to the key, flings it out to the wing. Mobley takes the three. Missed off the rim, tipped off the glass by Allen. Defensive rebound into the hands for Ja. Ja pass midcourt, looks to push it. Oh, nice pass. Down low to Brandon Clark. That's a laser beam right there, straight away. Absolute dime on a fastball by Ja Morant to put his team up by 2. 8 points in the paint by the Grizzlies, 6 so far by the Cavs. Garland slows it down, off to Mobley around the perimeter. Mobley dribbles up to the key, drives on David Roddy, off the glass, missed, gets his own rebound right back, puts it up and scores. Up and in off the backboard. 2 more second chance points for the Cavs. 4:45 left to go. Ja accelerates right to the rim, and he scores, dunks it through for 2. That is just an art of beauty right there by Ja Morant. These two teams just love to get to the rim. We see a lot of great energy on the floor so far. Garland playing with a chip on his shoulder tonight, accelerates right to the cup. He scores with a layup, count it in the foul. Darius Garland, snubbed from the All-Star game. Yo, guys, I belong there too. What a start tonight by Garland. 7 points, 3 assists, making an impact on 6 of the 8 made field goals so far in the game by Cleveland. Yersef, welcome back on the stream here, man. What a game tonight. Garland looking to put Cleveland up by 1, and he does. Drills the free throw. averaging 22 and 8 this season for Garland. Yeah, I believe it's at Duke. I got Duke for this one. I think UNC is in trouble. I think we're going to take a look at the upcoming schedule for UNC, and I think they're in some serious trouble for the preseason. Number one, loose ball in and out of the hands of the Grizzlies. Dean Wade scoops up the loose ball, gets it away to Garland. Makes the pass up the floor. Finds Wade at the top of the key. Dean Wade hands it off. Ricky Rubio, first time into the game, number 13 for Cleveland as he gets stripped, knocked out of bounds, and will stay Cavs ball. So Rubio recently coming back from injury. 12th season in the NBA. Garland receives the pass from Wade. Garland turns the corner. High floater. He gets knocked down and fouled. 2 more shots coming up at the free throw line for Darius Garland. It goes right after Brandon Clark, the one who picked up the blocking foul. So 3:47 left to go in the first here. First one by Garland, right down the middle. Second free throw, that one's good. It's too early to tell. It's tough coming in if you're a new coach and you got a lot of first-year players in the team, so it's really early to tell. But they wanted to keep it in the Duke family, so I guess we'll see how it goes for now. So we got a foul picked up inside, charged to Jared Allen now. And this will send Ja to the free throw line, coming up shoot 2. So 2 free throws by Ja with 3:38 remaining. Makes the first one. Ja so far the top scorer for Memphis, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And also now a perfect 4 for 4 at the free throw line as he makes his second. 1 point game with 3.5 left to go in the first. Cleveland crosses midcourt with Rubio. Rubio guarded at the top of the key by Brooks, moves it out to his right to Garland, attacks inside the paint, floats it up, off the teardrop and scores, banks it through. Good for 2 by Darius Garland. Man, what a start number 10 is having right now in black and gold for Cleveland. Timeout taken on the floor. 3:21 left to go in the first as we reach the media break here. And the Cavs on their home floor. 21-6 this season. One of the best teams in the NBA on their home court. Up by 3 in the early going. Jose, welcome on back, man. Hope all is going well. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, both play-by-play of NBA games, also college hoops as well. And man, what a start here in this one for Cleveland. Darius Garland, large impact, got snubbed today from the All-Star game. And Darius Garland proving the doubters wrong right now. 4 made field goals, assisting on 3 other scoring plays so far. 12 points by Garland, the top scorer. He has scored or assisted on 7 of the 9 made field goals so far by Cleveland in this first quarter. John Morant, the top scorer from Memphis, he has got 8 points, along with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block so far for Ja. Yeah, a lot of great players just missed out on the All-Star game this year. Pascal Siakam is putting up a really good season, too, for him, and he's just flown under the radar. Didn't get picked today. Jalen Brunson is the one that I thought the Knicks could squeeze in, too. Yeah, it's probably still too early for Hubert Davis at UNC. What he did last year was remarkable. We'll see if he can get his team together to make another deep run at the tournament if they get red hot at the right time. It's all about three-point shooting, that UNC team. They're not a great defensive team, but if they get hot, if they knock down their shots, that's how they can get on a roll. Yeah, that's how the tournament's been past couple of years. Like the one of the teams has made like a deep run because they get hot. UNC last year, just going off with the threes. Caleb Love, Brady Manick, RJ Davis just ripping threes last year for UNC. The year before was UCLA and the Johnny Juzang, Jaime Jaquez. That team was making everything, made it to the Final Four. So yeah, there's always that one team that gets hot. I feel like that's probably more of the indication from last year's UNC team. They're gonna have to find that, or right now they're in trouble. Their upcoming schedule's quite the challenge. They play against either bubble teams or teams in the bracket right now, I believe, in the next 5 games. They got Wake Forest, Clemson, Miami, NC State. They got Duke coming up on Saturday. That's 5 straight teams, either bubble or in the bracket. That's a road game at Wake Forest. They host Clemson and Miami. Both of those teams haven't been that great on the road this year. Tyrone, welcome back in from the Bahamas here. Is Michigan State in trouble? I'd say no for them. They're receiving votes. They got Purdue twice already. That's just a bad matchup when they face Purdue. They're a much smaller type of team for Michigan State, so that's a tougher matchup for them. But they get some really good guard play. Their 2 guards, Tyson Walker and A.J. Hoggard, good players. They've just played a tough schedule for them. They've lost a lot of close games. I think whoever loses, that's Ohio State. Yikes. Ohio State's not even close to the bracket. Wisconsin will probably make it in. Wisconsin leading Ohio State at halftime 43-27 right now. That's a game for win, you're in the bracket tonight. Lose, you're out of the bracket. And Ohio State, bye-bye. If not already, bye-bye right now. They're not even close. That team just fell completely apart. Runners good inside the key. Cleveland with Darius Garland. He has now scored or assisted on 7 of 9 made field goals. That's a turnover by Jared Allen. Attacking downhill, Roddy lost. He got poked loose. It's a turnover by Memphis. Garland weaves his way, drives right on Clark with a layup, scores with a left hand up and in off the glass by Darius Garland. Make it 8 of the 10 scoring plays now by Garland tonight. He's got himself 14. 2:20 left to go in the first. At the right wing, Tyus Jones sends it off to Roddy. Dribbles straight line right to the hoop and gets it to go. Up and in off the glass with a left-handed layup. Cirillo, welcome in from Germany. Thanks so much for finding the channel. 2 minutes left to go in the first now. Garland having a stellar game so far. Makes the pass off to Rubio. Rubio inside the key, got stripped, lost it out of bounds. And the referees say last touch by Memphis. Darius Garland, 14 points, 5 of 8 from the floor, also with 3 assists. 8 of the 10 scoring plays through Garland so far tonight in the first. 2 minutes left to go. Cleveland gets the inbounds. Out to the top to Rubio. Rubio dribbles up to the elbow, passes outside to Mitchell. Mitchell, guarded by Bain, makes the pass to the right wing. Here's a 3. Missed off the mark. Offensive rebound, Mobley. Mobley pivot, has position, puts it up and through. It's good for 2 by Evan Mobley off the putback. Second chance points once again for Cleveland. We see that a good amount so far in this game. Without Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight for Memphis, it's been tough to stop the interior at the rim, what Cleveland's done. Rubio gets called in the shooting foul. This should send the Grizzlies to the line to shoot 2. Evan Mobley, powerhouse in the glass so far, 6.7 boards. 4 of those offensive rebounds by Mobley were just in the first quarter. Tyus Jones, 2 free throws. First one is good. Second shot by Jones, right down the middle. 1 point lead currently, minute and a half left to go in the first. Mitchell brings up the floor for Cleveland. Mitchell on the court with Rubio. So that's a three taken by Mitchell, missed off the mark. Osman on the floor. Also Dean Wade and Evan Mobley. As we have a loose ball foul picked up, charged to the Grizzlies. As Evan Mobley just straight up hustle all this game. Going up for the rebound and got contact and knocked down. I believe it was on Desmond Bane. Yeah, it's on Bane. Bane trying to box out and just backed himself right into Mobley. And this will send the Cavs now into the bonus. Mobley missed the first, missed the second as well. Skipped around the rim and out. Aldama picks up the defensive board. 1:10 left to play in the first now. Tyus Jones shovels out to the top. Hand off to Bane from Brandon Clark. Kick out to the corner. Up fake Aldama. Drives baseline Aldama. Nifty move. Missed the layup though. Trying to go wraparound. Rubio will bring it up the floor. Final 50 seconds left to go in the first. The Rubio crossover has space. Takes the three. Missed off the back rim. The rebound collected defensively by Aldama. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Memphis will slow it down. Trailing by one for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones spins around the perimeter. Dribbles up to the mid-block. Floats it up. Missed the shot. Rebound back to Mitchell for the Cavs. 8-second differential between shot clock and game clock at the end of the first. Mitchell has it just at the edge of the midcourt logo. 10 in the shot clock, 18 in the game clock at the end of one. Mitchell to the top of the key, makes the pass off the roll down. Mobley has position. He scores. Count it, and the foul by Evan Mobley. What a start for Cleveland tonight. Moving the ball directly into the paint. Evan Mobley straight up hustle throughout this game. That's just a pick and roll right down the defense. Rolling right down, has position, a step past Desmond Bane, and scores plus the foul. Desmond Bane's second personal foul. Only player with two so far for Memphis. Cleveland with a free throw, and this time Mobley drills it. We got 14 and a half seconds left to go as Memphis picks it up. Tyus Jones for the final possession. Crosses midcourt. Guarded by Mitchell, edge of the Cavs logo. 5 seconds left to go. Jones gives it out to the wing off to Bane. Bane swings it out cross court. Jones up fake, takes the three. Not close. Off the front rim. Big time contest right there in the perimeter by Cleveland as we close out through the end of the first. Cavs 30, Grizzlies 26. Exciting matchup tonight between these two teams. Fun teams to watch. Like to push the ball up and transition up the floor. Tremendous start by Darius Garland tonight in this game. Really setting the tone, shifty and getting his way right to the rim for Garland tonight. He's got 14 points, 5 for 8 shooting. 3 assists, perfect 3 for 3 at the free throw line. Garland scoring or assisting on 8 of the 12 made field goals so far in the game for Cleveland. Evan Mobley, 9 points, 8 rebounds in the first quarter, 9 minutes total. 4 of those rebounds, offensive rebounds by Mobley. It's been those two guys carrying the Cavs in the first quarter. Memphis top scorer, 8 points by John Morant, 6 off the bench by Brandon Clark. Daniel, welcome back in, man. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here as we closed out at the end of the first quarter, 30-26 for the Cavs. Quick update with other NBA scores right now. Pacers out on a run. They're leading the Lakers at halftime, 67-54. The Knicks leading the Heat. Early stage of the second quarter, 32-31 New York. And the Hornets up over the Bulls currently, 9-7. Hit us up in the chat who you guys got tonight in this game, who you're rooting for in tonight's game here, Cavs or Grizzlies. Make sure to vote in that poll if you haven't already done so. What's good, Bill? Welcome back in. Yeah, San Francisco against St. Mary's. I'll do some digging into that one, but yeah, I think San Francisco will keep it close right now. I'm just going to see what the margin for St. Mary's has been lately for them. The thing about St. Mary's is that they're one of the slowest tempo offenses in all college basketball, so usually that type of game will be close. Virginia and North Texas, right next to St. Mary's and adjusted tempo. Both of those teams have played a bunch of close games this year. Yeah, San Francisco's actually got a good record, 15-9, despite them being mid-pack in the conference. So we're going to get back to action, 30-26 right now. Yeah, St. Mary is coming off a win by 1 at BYU. So they beat San Francisco the first time by 17. Yeah, I just got the feeling that this game's going to be closer. So yeah, I probably got a plus there for San Francisco myself. And hopefully that one works. Top of the free throw circle, Rubio moves it off to Osman around the perimeter. He'll take a 3 and hits it. That's good for the triple. It's a 7-point lead, largest lead of the game currently for the Cavs. First minute through the second. Inside, floating up the runner, Tyus Jones gets the drop for 2. Mitchell on the floor with Dean Wade, Osman Mobley, and Ricky Rubio. That's the 5 on the floor currently for Cleveland. Mitchell weaves his way right into the paint. High arcing shot. Missed around the rim and out. Rebound controlled by Memphis in the corner. Grizzlies have it. At the top of the key with Bane. Moves it out to the corner to Jones. Jones guarded by Mitchell. At the baseline, slides it on top to Bane. Bane 10 on the shot clock. Off the up fake. He gets called in the travel though. Turnover by the Grizzlies. So up by 5 here for Cleveland. Cavs will get it back. Rubio moves it out to the left wing perimeter. Wade at the corner looking to pass it back outside. He does, into the hands now of Mitchell. Mitchell going to slow it down. 8 on the shot clock for Cleveland. Mitchell, crossover. At the free throw circle, 3 in the shot clock. Drives inside the key. Kick out to the corner. 3 in the air. That's a bullseye. There's a 3-point make in the corner. Dean Wade from downtown. Incredible ability with a shot clock turning down by Donovan Mitchell to play make that one. Everybody from Memphis thought that he was going to go in for the layup. Everybody crowded the paint, and he fires in a fastball to the corner for the triple by Dean Wade. 3-point shot response right back. That's John Conchar with a made 3 for Memphis. 5-point game. Inside a key, Mobley floats it up, scores. Will not count it, though. It's going to be charged an offensive foul. So Evan Mobley called in the turnover, out of control here inside the post. John Conchar takes the charge. It will go back to Memphis. That's a tough call. Lowering the shoulder a little bit, but really tough call right there that went against Mobley. Corner 3. Sani Aldama lets it rain from downtown. And now it's a 2-point game. Nine minutes left to go in the second. Rubio puts the ball around the perimeter into the hands to Mobley. Out to the corner, goes to Wade. Wade drives baseline. Wade dump off Rubio. His pass deflected, intercepted. Grizzlies come up with a steal. Lost that midcourt turnover. Right back into the hands to Mitchell. Outside of Osman. Open 3 transition. Missed off the rim. Mitchell looking for the putback. Didn't get it though. He goes down hard, a little slow to get up. Out of the play currently. 5-on-4 Memphis. Bane, straightaway 3. Drops it through for the 3 ball. And Cleveland will burn a timeout right here. Donovan Mitchell, a little slow to get up as he's able to walk off his own power off to the bench, but hard fall on the floor by Mitchell. He was grabbing his upper left thigh, trying to come up for that rebound. So we take a timeout on the floor here. And hopefully Donovan Mitchell is able to get back into action after this timeout, hopefully here. It's a tough loss for Cleveland if they're not able to get him back into the game, but in a little bit of pain. So he tried to go up for that rebound, fell down hard as we'll take the timeout. Yep. So, San Francisco lost by 2 at home against Gonzaga, 77-75. Well, San Francisco pounded Arizona State 97-60. Arizona State, I think they've dropped to like out of the bracket right now, but a couple weeks ago they were 15-3. Yeah, they played some close games for San Francisco. So they lost by 3 against New Mexico. Lost by 2 against Gonzaga. First time around, they lost against St. Mary's by 17. They've won 3 in a row, though. They've beat Pacific by 21. They won against BYU by 8. And then they won by 13 at San Diego. So they're coming in hot for San Francisco. Winners of 3 in a row. Right now in the timeout, if you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like here in this one. As we take the timeout, currently 37-36, 8:37 left to go. Oh boy. So imagine me being a GM in the NBA, first pick in the draft. Who am I taking? 7-foot forward from overseas, 6'2" guard from UCLA, or 6'8" forward from Kentucky? I'd probably go for the overseas guy because right now, just the international boom has like driven the NBA. Like all like the star players of the future are basically like already stars right now, but like the top players currently and like the new faces of the league, because when LeBron retires it will be Giannis as the new face of the league. Like all the new faces of the league, like the superstars, good chunk of them are international now. Jokic with his MVPs back to back, Giannis with a chip in his dominance. Sabonis having a really good season for him. Luka. Cannot forget Luka, of course. And what he has been doing, just carrying Dallas ever since he's came into the league. It's just the international rise of basketball. Even the stars who play like internationally on like when they do the Olympic level basketball, like the US players say it's much tougher to go against like in the Olympics like defense, because that's what they strive to teach at the international level. It's all about defense. That's where you see like Team USA struggling to generate points whenever they played like France or Serbia in the Olympics, is that's a drive right to the rim, gets swatted out of bounds before Cleveland made a bucket. 7:50 left to go. What's good, Diane? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Inbounds as Cleveland will take it past midcourt with Mobley. He lost it, though, stolen away. Memphis comes out with a steal. Shovel ahead. Tyus Jones right to the rim. Able to beat Mitchell and scores in the layup. Been a great game so far tonight. Back and forth throughout the entirety. 7.5 left to go. At the low block, Mobley spin move. Crowded by Aldama inside the key. Up and under, though, with a left hand. Scores up and off the backboard. So we have 7:15 left to play in the second. And back to the free throw line will go Desmond Bane as he will draw the contact and the foul. First shot good by Bane. I adjusted it a little bit, Mario, so let me know how it sounds. Sounds fine on my end. Second free throw good by Bane. I put it up a little bit, though. Yeah, when I usually hear it back at the speakers, I try to not jack it up as loud or so. So we approach the 7-minute mark left to play. Garland slides it on top to Allen. Handoff back to Darius Garland. Had a tremendous start in the early stages. He's got 14, looking for 17. Takes the three. Right through the shoot that goes for the three ball by Darius Garland. He's just been money tonight so far. Garland the top scorer, 6 for 9 shooting. Also has 3 assists so far in this game. He has scored or assisted in 9 of the 17 scoring plays so far tonight for the Cavs. Brooks at the top towards his right, dribbles up to the free throw circle. Dylan Brooks makes the pass left corner. Up fake Aldama, moves out to his left, takes the three. Splash, he makes the three from the perimeter. Sandy Aldama right back with a triple. We keep on delivering here with the big time shots. Pass deflected out of bounds as Garland tried to fit it into a tight window. That was intended for Lamar Stevens, deflected out by Memphis. Ja Morant back into the game. Ja currently tonight number 2 scorer with 11 for Memphis behind Desmond Bane with 11. Sandy Aldama would have made 3. He's got 8 as well. Inbound for Cleveland. Out to the wing it goes. 3 ball taken. Lamar Stevens missed off the back rim. And Aldama with a defensive board. Ja takes it past midcourt. Ja drives, accelerates right to the rim. Alter by Allen. Picked up in the corner, though, by Ja for the offensive board. Bane, a fadeaway 3, missed off the front rim. Garland, outlet pass off the rebound, taking it right to the rim. It's Osman with a 2-handed dunk. Man, they can push it up the floor quick. That's exactly what they did for the Cavs on that long rebound. On their 6 minutes left to go before half. Kick out corner. Aldama once again in spot. Shoots the 3, got fouled. Sandy Aldama, 3 free throws coming up the line. That's a bad blocking foul picked up. Charge to Osman, closing out well late. Yeah, late closeout. Just don't even bother. Just allow him to take the 3 and see what happens there. It's way late on the closeout. He fouled him after he released it. 2 free throws. First one by Aldama makes it. Hey, thanks so much, Diane. Appreciate it for joining in from the Philippines. Miss Boozhound, welcome back in. Yeah, things going well. Glad to have you back on the stream for a little bit. Second one's good. Sandy Aldama double figures with 10. Jaren Jackson Jr. not playing tonight. Coming off a back-to-back from Memphis. Second free throw a make, or a third free throw a make, so makes all 3 at the line for Aldama. They've been putting on a clinic tonight at the free throw line. 92%, 12 of 13. 5:35 left to go before halftime. Garland dribbles up to the key as the ball gets kicked. I believe. Or they're going to roll the foul right here. We'll see. Ooh, it's going to be around the screen charged to Ja, so no kicked ball violation. It was actually a defensive foul picked up by Ja off the screen trying to get around Jared Allen. So Ja charged on his personal. That's his second personal foul he's picked up. Garland drives, dump off down low. Nice bounce pass, soaring up, throwing it down with a right-handed dunk by Jared Allen. 47-47. Can that boy play make or what? Darius Garland playing with a chip on his shoulder tonight, getting snubbed from the All-Star game around an hour and a half ago, to making a large impact tonight for Darius Garland. 19 points and 5 assists. 47 all, 5 minutes remaining. Garland looking for more. Floats the runner. Scores. Drops it through for 2 more by Darius Garland. Woody, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in. Dedication man out there past 1:30 in the morning. Here's a steal right to the rim. Lamar Stevens gets the layup. Wow, the Cavs just so impressive. They just are so urgent up the floor for Cleveland. Pushing. Finding the openings tonight in this game. Getting to the rim for Cleveland. 19 points, 5 assists, 70% shooting by Darius Garland. 13 points, 9 rebounds by Evan Mobley as the Grizzlies burn a timeout on the floor. 51-47, 4:42 left to go before halftime. The absolute juggernaut of the Eastern Conference. Always watch out for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And right now they get a 4-point lead against the Grizzlies at home. Wow, this has turned out to be a fun game. Both of these teams are just enjoyable to watch. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe as we're on the timeout currently. Quick update, other scores throughout the NBA right now. Pacers leading the Lakers at halftime, 83-72 with under 6 minutes left to play in the third. Heat lead the Knicks currently 44-42, under 2 minutes left to play before half there. Chicago up over Charlotte, final minute in the first, 29-23. Wow, talk about being on the bubble and not sure if you'll be on the bubble anymore after a loss. That's what's happening to Northwestern tonight. Northwestern currently in the bubble, not looking so hot against Michigan. Or maybe it's so, here comes Michigan, I don't know. But Michigan up over Northwestern, 55-39 right now. That's a road game for Michigan currently. Yeah, I knew it that Florida Atlantic would lose tonight. UAB. That team is no joke. They're 6-5 in Conference USA, but they got one of the top scorers in the nation with Jordan Jelly Walker and UAB leading at home against number 19 ranked Florida Atlantic 59-50 right now with under 11 minutes left to go. And by the way, Wisconsin up over Ohio State, that is. Wisconsin leading Ohio State 55-45. Yeah, Ohio State in some serious danger, missing the bracket. Donnie, thanks so much for joining in from Arkansas. Glad to have you in the stream. Tuning in right now. Hit us up in the chat, by the way, if you haven't already done so, who you've got in this game tonight here. Cavs or Grizzlies. It's been a fun one to cover. All right, we get back to action. 4:30 left to go before halftime, and the pass gets picked off. Morant, cross-court pass, intercepted by Okoro. Okoro attacks the rim, gets knocked down and fouled hard. And Isaac Okoro, back from the timeout, will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. The Cavs forcing turnovers, pushing the basketball up the floor. And that is their 9th steal of the game off 11 total Memphis turnovers. And that's on Ja. That's going to be Ja's 3rd. So, shooting foul picked up by Ja Morant at the rim, defending Okoro on the fast break. That's number 3 for Ja. So, Ja's had a couple of highlight reel plays tonight, but hasn't had an efficient game. Just 2 for 7, 8 points in 12 minutes. Picks up his 3rd personal foul, so Ja's going to be on the bench for quite a bit of time. Tyus Jones will check back in now for Memphis. The first free throw, it's good by Okoro. That was a hard foul. I'm kind of shocked that they didn't look at that one at the monitor more. Second free throw good by Okoro. Bryce, welcome back in. Michigan really putting together a big run against Northwestern in that game right now. 4:20 left to go before half. Roddy passes off to Clark. Clark at the free throw circle. Bounce pass, dump off over to Roddy. Missed the layup though, couldn't finish at the rim. Cavs come up with the ball once again as we approach 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Garland swings it out to the wing. Osman takes the three. Makes the three from the perimeter. Largest lead right here, right now. Cavs by 9 with under 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Clark at the top of the free throw circle. Handoff Jones. Morant currently on the bench with 3 personal fouls. Jones, top of the key, works on Garland. Swings it out to the corner. Not even close. That's going to be a turnover. Oh, that's a big ew right there. Tyus Jones to the first row of the seats. Who is that to? Turnover by the Grizzlies. Cleveland has it. Garland swings it over to Osman again. Open three. Missed off the mark. Rebound collected by Clark. Braden, welcome back in. Yeah, JB much deserved getting his all-star nod once again. Clark, top of the free throw circle. Hands it off. Bain, a follow away deep two. Missed off the back rim. A rebound collected by Clark offensively. Roddy sends it out to the wing. Here's a three. Missed off the mark once again by Tyus Jones. Memphis starting to get cold as of late. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Top of the free throw circle. Allen, hand off to Garland. Garland attacks, swings it over to Stevens. Attacks downhill, right to the rim. Soaring up, throws it down with a thunderous two-handed jam by Lamar Stevens. 58-47. They are tearing the roof off this building right here at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. Timeout taken on the floor once again by Memphis. 11-point lead. First lead by double digits tonight for the Cavs. Darius Garland, 19.7 assists in this first half, making a monster impact. And right there, a big-time assist, swinging that basketball straight down to a cutter, and Lamar Stevens jamming it home. Patrick, welcome back in, man. I took Cleveland tonight. 116-114 was my prediction. I took the Cavs by 2. Yeah, Bryce, welcome back in, bud. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and glad to have you guys on board once again for this one here. This has been a really good game so far. Largest lead currently of the night. 2:54 remaining before half. Oh, they're playing electric right now. They got some high flyers in this Cleveland team. John Morant in deep foul trouble early on. 3 personal fouls still on the bench. We get back to action. Tyus Jones on the floor currently in place of Morant. Kick out to the corner. Bain off to Aldama. Aldama takes the 3, and he makes it at the left corner. That's much needed for Memphis to crawl back, win an 8 right now in this one. Garland will slow it down. 19.7 assists in the first half for Garland. He receives the pass from Osman. Garland back outside, attacking inside the paint. Osman puts it up and scores up and in off the backboard. Yeah, the big question about this Cavs team has been bench depth this season. Right now, there's been no question marks about that in this game. Bain at the wing. Hands it off to Jones. Moves it over to Clark. Attacks downhill. Floats up the runner. Missed off the rim. Tipped off the glass. Jarrett Allen with a defensive rebound. 1:50 left to go before halftime. 17 bench points by the Cavs in the first half. Mobley inside the key. Swings it out to the corner to Stevens. Stevens backs his way on Bain. Off to Mobley. Mobley. Hook shot. Off the glass. Too strong. Tipped by Allen into the hands to Bain for the defensive board. 1.5 left to go before half. Brooks leans in. Brooks will draw the foul. And that'll be charged to Evan Mobley as Dylan Brooks will shoot 2 at the free throw line. (17-14) currently. Cavs bench leading the Grizzlies bench tonight. Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton's back. 23 points, 9 assists. So now below 500 for the Pacers, 4 games below 500. Tyrese Halliburton, when he has been in the lineup, he has been magnificent. First free throw, that's good to go for the Grizzlies. Yeah, no James Harden in the All-Star game. I probably would have had other players before Harden, in my opinion. I'm kind of shocked that a lot of the analysts say that Harden was left off as a snub when, in reality, Jalen Brunson should have deserved to be there as well. And also Darius Garland, man, he is playing lights out. Garland looking for more, missed off the glass, offensive rebound. There's Uncle Pistols, man. Jared Allen scoring off the putback. No Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight in this game for Memphis, and it's been quite a display of offensive rebounds here with second chance points. They've only got 5 offensive rebounds for Cleveland, but the second chance points, it seems like they've been able to get putbacks on all 5 of those offensive rebounds so far. Down to the final 50 seconds, Cavs came up with a rebound. Allen receives it at the free throw circle. Allen powers his way right to the rim. Oh man, what a bucket! They're going to count that? Yes, they will. Goaltend by Memphis. Jared Allen scores and the basket just turns on to the next level inside the key and gets to the drop. 40 seconds left to go. Memphis down by 12. Without Ja Morant with 3 personal fouls currently in the bench for the final stage here before halftime. Aldama inside the key. Aldama looking to give it to somebody. Instead, Aldama goes with a right hand and he scores with a hook in the key. Wow, looked like he was going to be stuck there. It looked like his only option was to pass the basketball, and then he found an opening by Sandy Aldama to hook it up with a right hand and score. Garland slowing it down for the final possession. One second differential between shot clock and game clock before halftime. Garland. Absolute legend so far with 19 points in the first half. Garland at the top looking for another point scored or an assist. Gives it off to Mitchell. Attacks. Dump off down low. Osman right before the buzzer. Count it and a 1 coming up. He's been great off the bench too. Osman with 12 right now. Donovan Mitchell gets the assist that time. They've just worked their way right to the paint throughout this game. Playmake. The no-look passes keep on delivering. 17 assists in the first half for the Cavs with 2.2 seconds left to go before halftime. Cleveland will have 1 here at the free throw line. And Mitchell will check out now towards the bench for the final 2 seconds. Lamar Stevens back in. And the free throw is a make by the Cavs for Osman. 13-point lead. 2 seconds left to go for the Grizzlies. Conchar looking to inbound it. Moves it past midcourt into the hands of Aldama. We get a whistle. Aldama, offensive foul pushed off on the inbound at midcourt. Only 0.3 of a second left to go. Or a 0.3 of a second went off the clock, that is. There's 1.9 seconds remaining as Aldama gets called in the foul. Working on Dean Wade. That's a tough call right there, in my opinion. That goes in favor of Cleveland. That's a tough one for the Grizzlies there. Sandy Aldama, really not much contact we saw on the replay, but he got called on the foul, trying to catch the inbound. So Aldama now picks up his 3rd. So Memphis in deep foul trouble to close out the first half. 3 personal fouls for Ja, 3 now by Aldama, and then 2 by Desmond Bane. Whereas Cleveland tonight, 2 personal fouls by Okoro and Mobley. Everybody else playing with 1 or 0. Dean Wade at midcourt, near side to inbound passer. 2.2 seconds left. Inbound. Off to Mitchell. Floats the shot up at the buzzer. Misses short. And we go into halftime. It's the Cavs by 13. It was close throughout most of the first half, but man, Cleveland, 15-0 record this season when leading at halftime. They got on a big run ever since Ja went to the bench with his 3rd personal foul. Never looked back. close out going to half. 13-point lead for this Cavs team right now. They look electric on the floor, playing incredibly well together. 19 points by Darius Garland. He's got 9 assists in the first half. Garland scoring or assisting on 16 of the 27 made field goals in half number 1 for the Cavs. 13 points off the bench by Osman. He's got 2 threes to go along with that. And then 13 points, 9 rebounds by Evan Mobley. Jared Allen's got 8 points, 5 boards. It's just been the two of those in the tandem today in the front court, just torching Memphis without Triple J in this game. And actually, Memphis has got a +1 advantage on the glass right now. So Memphis is 22-21. It just feels like Cleveland has been able to make a more impactful game on the glass, though, because majority of their offensive rebound buckets have gone to be putbacks for second chance points so far tonight. 16 by Santi Aldama. His corner threes, at least keeping them somewhat in it. He's made 3 threes tonight, all from the left corner. 11 points by Desmond Bane. Ja's just been held at 8 points on 2 for 7 shooting and 3 fouls in the first half. Dennis, welcome back in. Yeah, Cavs indeed. They've been pushing the basketball all game long. They look great. This has been a great game to watch. Both of these teams like to go up the floor quick. We've got a lot of paint points scored so far, so this has been a good one to watch. 38-20. Cavs outscoring Memphis in the paint right now. Chicago Bulls 1, 2, 3. Jay Ramirez, Aaron, welcome on board, everybody. Yes, I remember you. At halftime currently in this one, we'll get you guys posted what other scores going on. Lakers in action right now. They're at the Pacers, 98-88 Indiana. Got Tyrese Halliburton back, making a monster impact back in the lineup. 23 points, 9 assists for Halliburton at the start of the fourth quarter. Lakers were just 89 points currently. Knicks up at the half over the Heat, 51-48. The Bulls leading the Hornets right now, 39-38. And then the Mavs and Pelicans started a little bit ago. Luka's got 9 of the 17 as the Mavs have the 17-10 advantage over the Pelicans. Yeah, she's been doing well. Trying to hang in there. Yeah, that's a good matchup. Oh, man. I'd probably take Kansas in that game really, really close. It could go either way. I just feel like Kansas is more battle-tested in that type of matchup. It could also go to UCLA, though, because there's been games this season that Kansas has been terrible with the turnovers. And UCLA is a great team when it comes to taking care of the basketball, slowing down the game, and playing at their style. That's the thing. Yeah, that one's a toss-up. Seems like the type of teams, though, that UCLA has struggled against have been the more physical, bigger types of teams this season. They usually don't have that matchup against Arizona. Arizona's they've got a big boy on their team, 7-footer Umar Ballo on their team for Arizona. So historically, Arizona's had that matchup, and it's been a couple of games that UCLA has been torched this season in the non-conference slate. I think there was one they played against Illinois. Yeah, they lost by 9 against Illinois, lost against Baylor. They responded tremendously at Maryland. That win sticks out. They won by 27 on the road at Maryland. That's just a tough thing to do. Win at College Park, and they won by 27. Yeah, I know you're a Cavs fan there, man. Good to finally get to cover them on national TV tonight. They're able to play. Probably most overrated right now, I'd say. At the start of this week with the rankings, I'd say Clemson. I don't even think Clemson makes it to the bracket for them. I also I thought number 2 is way too high for Tennessee. I can picture them getting bounced out in the second round for Tennessee. Yeah, Clemson, San Diego State at 22. The Mountain West has just been like back and forth inside the top 25 with a bunch of these teams. A lot of people think that the Mountain West is going to get like 4 bids. Some say 5, some say 6 for the Mountain West, which is just ridiculous. Probably going to get 3 by the time it's all said and over. And whoever the 3 Mountain West teams are, they'll most likely, in my opinion, go 0-3 in the bracket for them. I don't know. I'm just not sold in the Mountain West, especially how they've done historically in the bracket like the last couple of years. Just big disappointments every single year in the bracket for them. They've got good records, but the thing is, can you turn those into wins in the tournament against other powerhouse teams? And that's the thing they've struggled with. Yeah, so I'm not too high. I'm not too high about the bottom of the top 25. I think there's more deserving teams to be in there, like NC State. I think's really underrated for that team. They only have 5 losses on the season for NC State, yet they got Clemson, San Diego State, Miami, UConn, and Auburn all ranked ahead of NC State in the top 25, and then UNC got ranked ahead of NC State this week as well. And Charleston got ranked ahead of NC State. It's just, I mean, there's total disrespect to NC State in that rankings category. Yeah, there was another team where I was like, how in the world are they not receiving votes? I'm going to have to dig up who that was. But I don't know how they weren't receiving votes. Somebody. So it was some type of team. Oh, it might have been Maryland. Yeah, Maryland is super underrated. I got to see them in person back in Mohegan Sun. They destroyed the living daylights out of Miami. That team is hot right now. They're flying under the radar, and nobody is expecting it from Maryland. Like, they can put 5 starters right into double figures for that team. And they got a couple players breaking out lately. Like, that's a team that nobody's talking about is Maryland's. Bet you they'll be like a 10 or a 9 seed, and bet you they're pulling off multiple upsets in the bracket for Maryland if they get those matchups. They're like more of like a smaller, undersized team, but what I saw from them on Tuesday, it's like, holy smokes, this team is good. For what they can do defensively for Maryland, they are good. Yes, so if they beat Purdue, they'll still be in the rankings for Indiana. That would definitely keep them in the rankings. Yeah, I like the balance there, that starting lineup for Maryland. So I was going back to the AP rankings. I was like, how in the world is this team not ranked? They're 15-7 now. I know they're 5-5 in the Big Ten, but at least receiving votes. Like, I know they're not top 25, but at least they can get votes. Like, they got teams receiving votes that make no sense. USC knocked off UCLA. They get the same amount of votes as St. Louis, which just doesn't make any sense. St. Louis, I think they lost to Fordham yesterday. Woof. The A10's been terrible this year. Ain't picking any A10 team in the bracket. There's just one. There'll be just one A10 team. There's no two-bid league this year from them. It's either whoever wins that conference tournament. Yeah, they lost by 10 at Fordham. What's good, Ron? Welcome back in the stream, man. Texas A&M. That team's on the rise. Arkansas is hungry. That's why Arkansas beat Texas A&M. Arkansas slept upon a ton because of the injuries for them. We know what they're capable of. That team gets hot during March. I'd hate to see an Arkansas-Creighton matchup in the first rounds. I see that a bunch from the brackets. Like, man, both of those teams I feel like can go far in the bracket. Like, I've been seeing a lot of the 10-7 matchups with Arkansas and Creighton. Just both of those teams to them just keep on winning so they don't play each other in the bracket, because those two teams right now, they're on the rise as of late. I see Duke as a 5 seed in a lot of brackets still. It makes no sense. Like, Duke's at number 34 in the AP voting, receiving 24 votes this week. Yet somehow bracketologists still have them slotted in as a number 5 seed right now. Lakers trying to make a comeback against the Pacers. 7 minutes left to go. It's 101-95. Pacers leading. We'll keep you guys posted on that score. Tyrese Halliburton, double-double. 23 points, 10 assists. Anthony Davis, 25 points, 11 rebounds. Knicks starting to run away with it against the Heat right now. 60-48. Julius Randle up to 21 for New York with about 8.5 left to play in the third. Bulls with a lead up over the Hornets, 53-47. And wow. The Mavs are doing what the Celtics did last night. The Dallas Mavericks blowing out the Pelicans 35-14 with 1:45 left to go in the first. That's your Celtics over Brooklyn daddy type case game tonight. The Boston Celtics, the new daddy of the Brooklyn Nets. And looks like the Mavericks trying to pound the Pelicans tonight. Hey, thanks so much, Donnie. Woo pig suey indeed. I've covered Arkansas before, a lot of games in the tournament I've done, and man, just such a great fan base. A lot of fans from Arkansas come back and pour onto the streams, which is great. I think one thing that's really stuck out when I've covered Arkansas this season has been the defense. It's just kept them in games all year long. Like they play like a physical style of game. The scoring hasn't been up to its potential yet, but if they can get going offensively, because they've got the defense to keep them into the games, they're going to be dangerous for them. They're just super physical. They can get to the free throw line, though. That's the things that draws opponents like nightmares. Because they'll be able to win games like getting to the free throw line and putting you into foul trouble. So they'll draw out the game. Because Texas A&M, they beat Texas A&M. Texas A&M's kind of got that same style too. They'll just drive right on you for Texas A&M, and if they miss it at the rim, they'll go up for the offensive rebounds. Those are two just really physical type teams. In teams with like better records that haven't really been accustomed to that physicality, there's a couple of them in the top 25 that I know. That could be very, very good seeds, like 2 or 3 seeds. Yeah, they might get bounced out early on because of that. So the refs usually let them play up to that physicality in the tournament. It's been more of a Darius Garland game tonight. Darius Garland playing with a chip on his shoulder that he didn't make the All-Star game this season, and he's really balling so far in that first half. 19 points, 9 assists by Garland. Mitchell just, he only made a 3-point shot. That was it for Mitchell. He has 3 assists so far, but when I covered him, I remember back in November, I believe it was against the Lakers, Mitchell barely had anything in the first half, and then he popped 40. Came out in the second half, and he put a 40 burger in that game. Grizzlies start off with a baseline jumper. 11.5 left to go. Down low, Okoro gets the bucket, count it in the foul. And the one coming up at the free throw line by Cleveland, Evan Mobley. Lob down low to Isaac Okoro. If that's on Ja, that's going to be number 4. And it is. Ja Morant, 4th personal foul of the game. Called in a shooting foul according to officials. 69-56. Cleveland getting to the rim, putting the key players from Memphis into foul trouble. Ja lost it at the corner, picked up though by Aldama. Cross-court pass finds Brooks. Brooks, jumper, low block, connects on it. Hey, that's awesome there, Christian. Best of luck going to your prom, man. 11.05 left to go. Garland lobs it down low to Allen. We have a whistle. And another foul picked up in the key. This time it's charged to Xavier Tillman. They will get on the reach. Down low, Jared Allen with the left hand scores. Working on 3 defenders. Splits them all inside the low post. 71-58. To the first minute of the third quarter now. Cavs by 13. Attacking the paint. Ja puts it up off the glass. Scores up and off the backboard. So Ja Morant now the double digits. He's up to 10. Number 3 scorer currently behind 16 by Aldama, 13 by Bane. Garland been stellar this game. Top scorer with 19. Makes the extra pass. Allen couldn't convert though. Off the back rim he missed, and the rebound collected by Memphis. That was a nice pass through traffic there by Darius Garland. Bane out to the top, up fake, dribbles up down the lane. Aldama floats up the shot in the key, looking for the foul call, couldn't get it, but able to score up and in for 2 off the window. 42-22, points in the paint in favor of the Cavs tonight. Garland lobs it out to the left wing into the hands to Mitchell. Mitchell just 3 points so far tonight. Mitchell dribbles, attacks inside the key. Mitchell rejected by the bottom part of the backboard. He missed it. It goes right back to Memphis. Mitchell struggling tonight in the offensive side of the ball. Bane takes the 3. Laser beam straight through the cylinder. It goes for the 3 ball. There's the sharpshooter for the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane up to 16. Drills his 4th 3 in the night. Cuts it to a 6-point game. 9:30 left to go in the third. Garland drives, attacks, finds an opening. He scores up and off the glass. What a night by Darius Garland. 21 points, 8 for 12 from the floor. Ja right to the rim, picks it up and scores. Scoring starting to pick up right now in this one. Ja Morant up to 12 points, 4 in the second half. Garland at the wing crossover, gets past Brooks, dribbles into the key, follow-away shot, high arcer, missed off the rim by Garland. It's only his 5th miss tonight. He's made 8 shots from the floor. Ja passes out to the corner, up fake, open 3, Bane. Oh, he drills another one. Desmond Bane takes the 3, sinks the 3 from downtown, and puts the Grizzlies winning 1 possession. 8:58 left to go. Third quarter, gets Evan Mobley off the up fake, and Desmond Bane drops down the triple. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and great matchup going on between these two teams right now. We got a battle. Hit us up in the chat, by the way, who you're rooting for tonight here, Cleveland or Memphis. Grizzlies keeping themselves in the game, making 14 of 15 free throws tonight. Cleveland right now, efficient all throughout the course of tonight, 53.6% shooting, outscoring Memphis in points in the paint, 44-24 right now in favor of the Cavs. UAB has just knocked off Florida Atlantic, so Florida Atlantic will drop out of the top 25 along with Clemson on Monday, so 2 teams guaranteed in the top 25 for next week at least. By the way, the College of Charleston might not even make it into March Madness. They were so overrated to begin with. Just going to check to see if this score is gone final, but both mid-major Cinderellas that everybody thought, for the majority of people thought, we're going to make a deep run at the tournament. You better check twice. Charleston has lost 2 in a row. Charleston losing tonight at Drexel, 70-69, the final score. So Charleston out of the receiving votes column now, as they have lost 2 straight games in a row. Arizona State out of the bracket entirely, as they are losing at home against Oregon State 37-31. So if they keep that up, Arizona State will be out of the bracket at its entirety. Same as Utah. Utah, another team on the bubble, losing at home against Stanford, 50-37 right now. Couple big games on the bubble for college basketball, winning the Big Ten. Michigan wins against Northwestern. Northwestern was a bubble team. That's a tough loss for Northwestern, 68-51. Also, Ohio State's got a bunch of work to do to even make it in. Got to win the Big Ten tournament at this point. Wisconsin stays alive in the bracket, 65-60 over Ohio State. It's another home loss for Ohio State. Lakers catching up with the Pacers, 106-105. Pacers, 1-point lead, 3:14 remaining in the fourth. Got some great games going on right now. Yeah, they're going to have to win their conference tournament to get in. There's going to be no at-large hopes in the Colonial. So they've got 3 losses right now. The only way they can make it in as an at-large, they'd have to win the remaining part of their schedule. But I don't even know if 3 losses will, if 4 losses, because they'd have to lose in the conference championship, if 4 losses would be enough, honestly, for them, because of how easy of a schedule they play. That's the thing. Missed shot by the Cavs as we come back from timeout. 8:35 left to go. Memphis with a possession, top of the key, Brooks. Brooks guarded by Mitchell, dribbles up into the low block. Brooks swings it out to the corner. Aldama making 3 threes in the first half. Spin move at the right block. Aldama floats up the shot. Tough one with the right hand. Missed off the mark. Rebounded by Mobley. Evan Mobley double-double tonight. So he gets up to 13 points in his 10th rebound. 3 missed off the front rim by Mobley. Brooks takes up the floor now for Memphis. Chance to tie with a 3, but they love to go with a 2s. Instead, up fake in the corner. Xavier Tillman spin move down low. Puts it up and scores. Up and in off the backboard at the low right block by Xavier Tillman. It's a 1-point game. 7:45 left to go. Memphis coming back. 18-8, outscoring Cleveland. In this third quarter, runner inside the key, missed by Garland. Little bit of help, though, with a tip in. Jared Allen gets the 2. Jared Allen looking for a double-double himself now. He's up to 12 and 6 currently. Ja dribbles, floats up the runner, 15-footer off the back rim, missed. Offensive rebound, Tillman. Back outside, Brooks turns the corner, drives down the lane. Nifty move, bounced off the back rim twice, though, but got followed through traffic. And this will send Dylan Brooks to the free throw line. He was working on Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. First one good by Brooks. Second shot by Brooks is good. 1-point game, 7:15 in the third. Garland takes up the floor. Garland at the right wing perimeter. Garland back outside to Mitchell. Takes the 3. Off the front rim, miss. Tapped out, though. Back it goes to Garland. 3-point shot straight away. Oh, Darius Garland lets it rain from downtown. It's good on the 3 ball. He's been magnificent tonight. 4-point lead for the Cavs. Missed shot at the rim by Bane. Rebound back over to Cleveland. Garland finds Mitchell up the floor. Mitchell attacks, driving downhill, blocked out of bounds by Tillman. 24 points, 10 assists by Darius Garland tonight. He's a perfect 3 for 3 from 3, 9 of 15 from the floor. Donovan Mitchell, though, struggling tonight to make his shots, just 1 for 10 from the court. Garland off the inbound, a hot hand in this one. Garland down low, bounce past Mobley, swings it out to the corner. That's a turnover, though. Rushed on the pass by Jared Allen on the bounds. Wide left of Mobley. 6.5 left to play in the third. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Tremendous matchup here. Number 2 in the Western Conference, with Memphis taking on number 5 in the East, Cleveland. Cleveland 21 and 6 on their home floor, one of the top home records in the NBA. Morant, top of the key for Memphis. Ja working on Garland. Dribble drive, attacks the lane downside. As it goes into the hands of Xavier Tillman, he scores up and in off the glass. Looked like that ball might have been deflected through traffic. Just right place, right time by Tillman. Memphis outscoring Cleveland 20-11 in this quarter. Mitchell with a 3. Finally drills one. And Donovan Mitchell now gets himself up to 6 points. Makes his second 3 of the game. Down low. Lost it by Brooks. Oh, we got a fight here on the floor. Dylan freaking Brooks. And we are pushing and shoving right now. Holy smokes, going right into the camera crew right in front. Got some good pictures for this one. Dylan freaking Brooks. Dirty player in the NBA. Uncalled for right there. You gotta be kidding me, man. Go. Get out of this game. That is ridiculous. We got the coaches involved right now. Go. You gotta leave. I want to see a replay of that. He's got to get tossed. Things in an absolute scrum right now, as both of these teams have to get separated. What the freaking hell was that, Dylan freaking Brooks? Get out of the game, man. Brooks attacking downhill. Shot got altered by Mobley. No call by the referees. Ooh! Donovan Mitchell pins the basketball at the head of freaking Dylan Brooks. And a scrum involves immediately after. From another camera angle. Brooks. Ooh, he grabs something of Mitchell. Looked like the crotch. Looked like the crotch of that replay right there. That Brooks had of Mitchell. And Mitchell tossed the basketball right back at Brooks. Euro step, Brooks. Shot altered at the rim by Mobley. Mitchell, fastball, right in there on Brooks, and Brooks pushing and shoving right back. Ooh, body slam, one of the bench guys. Holy smokes. Dylan Brooks and one of the dudes off the bench with a major body slam. We see on that replay coming off the bench. Could have suspensions from this. Yeah, one of the staff members came in and he just tossed him right to the ground. So this game goes on pause right now. 5:48 left to go in the third quarter. Absolute wild. Pushing and shoving Dylan freaking Brooks and Donovan Mitchell. And Dylan Brooks tackles one of the staff dudes right to the hardwood in front of the camera crew. Yeah, he got Donovan Mitchell right in the crotch. Dylan Brooks, as he went down, got Mitchell right in the ding-dong. And then Mitchell, boom. Big wrap-up to one of the staff members. Gonna be ejections for sure from this game. Looking at suspensions. Absolute wild turn of events here in this one. So referees now at the monitor have to sort all of this out right now. That was wild. Absolutely craziness, what we've seen. Absolute craziness. So this is going to take a while, looks like, to get all sorted out. So if you guys are just watching this, we had a fight a couple minutes ago on the floor. Dylan Brooks and Donovan Mitchell. As the clock has stopped, we have 5:48 left to play in the third quarter if you guys are just joining in. Joe, welcome in, man. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about that. It's going to be it for Dylan Brooks, though. No way he returns. So they're discussing this right now. Okay, so Mitchell has been tossed. We see Mitchell walking out of the arena right now towards the tunnel, and there goes Brooks as well. So Donovan Mitchell and Dylan Brooks both ejected from the game with 5:48 left to play in the third. And after this, we'll see if I can get that up on the clip. Gonna have to cut up that clip and get it on right there. But man, absolute wild. What a dogfight in this one. Flagrant 2 by Dylan Brooks. He is out of the game. We got Desmond Bane heading to the free throw line. And the free throw is made by Bane. So they're going to roll this over towards Cleveland's side now. And this will be Evan Mobley shooting a technical free throw, and he makes it. So Donovan Mitchell not the hot hand tonight. Only 6 points, ejected. Dylan Brooks ejected from tonight. Second free throw, he has the second for Mobley, and he drills number 2. So Mobley had 2 technical free throws, made them both. Brooks is done with 9 points in 22 minutes tonight. 5:48 left to go. Inbound goes to Cleveland. Garland dribbles up into the key, up fake, slides it over to Wade, makes the pass left wing. Mobley has some space, dribbles into the key. Mobley attacks downhill, right to the rim, missed it, no good though. And the rebound snatched away by Tillman for Memphis. 5:30 left to play, third quarter, 6-point game. Ja floats up the shot, banks it through. That's good for 2. That's a wild circus shot there for Ja Morant. Absolutely wild, looking for the foul call. Yeah, this refereeing has been terrible here lately. A lot of contact on the lob. That will be a reach-in picked up by Memphis. Yeah, that was wild. They were looking at the replay there. Ja just, floated it up over Wade, and it kissed off the glass and scored. That's wild. Ovo, thanks so much for joining in. Isaac Okoro checks out of the game. 5:12 left to play in the third. Inbound goes to Rubio. Rubio at the top, moves it out to his right to Garland. Garland at the baseline. Garland moves it off to Mobley, back outside. Garland, 4 in the shot clock. Garland drives baseline, watch out, right to the rim, he scores. Accelerating right there off the baseline, dribble by Darius Garland for 2. 4:50 left to go. Missed shot inside the key by Bane. Rebound back to Garland. Looking to push it. Garland attacking. Swings it out to the wing. Up fake. Wade. Wade at the low block. Out to the wing it goes. Rubio, his pass too tall off the fingertips of Allen, and it sails out of bounds. 4:39 left. It will go back to Memphis. That part. Welcome back in on the stream, man. Yeah, I liked them earlier on. They had close losses against Houston and Gonzaga. And I still think they can make a run. I have to see what they do remaining part of their schedule. But I still got faith in Kent State on that matchup there. Ja with a teardrop scores. Ja Morant starting to get hot in the second half right now. Garland leading scorer with 29. Morant's got 16. Number 2 score from Memphis. The 3. Good at the wing. This is the coming out party here for Darius Garland tonight. Invite me to the All-Star game, bud. Didn't make it. You guys were late on the call. I'll show you I can make it somehow, some way. I'll take a place of somebody who's on the injury report, stolen away. Memphis right to the rim, gets the layup by Conchar. Darius Garland, snubbed from the All-Star game, playing with a chip on his shoulder tonight, having a monstrous game with 29 points. Double-double for Garland, 11 assists. Down low, off the shovel. Evan Mobley cutting baseline. Jams it down for the two-handed dunk. A lot of action here, a lot of great passing going on. 50-30 points in the paint in favor of the Cavs. 3:26 left to go in the third as we have a timeout taken on the floor here. A media timeout. Wow, this game has been wild tonight. I'm glad they put this one on national TV. Donovan Mitchell, Dillon Brooks, both ejected from the game a couple minutes ago as there was a major scrum on the court. And it's just been a wild game between these two teams here. Cleveland plus 20 points in the paint, 50-30. Memphis hanging in, outscoring Cleveland 29-23 in the third quarter. +40 watching. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play of both NBA games and college hoops. I'll be off for the next 3 days. I got a lot going on, busy this weekend for me. So I'll probably be back on Monday for my next stream doing college hoops between Kansas and Texas, I believe. That game's at 9 o'clock on Monday night. Let's see what we got. Final score. Wow. The Lakers came all the way back and they win at the Pacers tonight. 112-111. Anthony Davis, 31 points, 14 rebounds. Lakers beat the refs on the road. They come back and they win by 1. Lakers W, refs L. Knicks leading the Heat, 8:40 left to play in the fourth, 90-81. That's a low-scoring game there. Chicago leading Charlotte tonight, 69-58. Mavs pounding the Pelicans, 62-38. Dallas. Golden State leading Denver right now. It's a road game, too, 29-27, late stage of the first. That's a road game for Golden State. Yeah, that's a big woof there for Russ. 2 for 16, yikes. Hey, there you go. Best of luck at the Indiana State game there, Joe. After this, I'll have one more video dropping that I did not predict for myself to do, but probably like 15, 20 minutes after this stream is finished up, I hope to upload my live reaction call to that wild ejection with Donovan Mitchell and Dillon Brooks there. As we have a whistle and a foul picked up back from the timeout. This will be 2 free throws coming up at the line now. This is Memphis at the free throw line shooting. So Ja Morant will shoot 2 as he was driving right on Evan Mobley. Also, Cleveland is in the bonus. So Ja will shoot 2 here at the line for Memphis. First one is good. So Ja rising up in the second half. He's got 17. Entered halftime with just 8 points, make it 18. He's got 10 in the third quarter. This Grizzlies team, great second half team this season. 3:10 left to play in the third. Cavs without Mitchell remaining part of the game. Bounce pass Wade, top of the key, takes the 3. Wade missed off the rim. A rebound collected by Morant, looking to push it here from Memphis. Ja attacks, dump off down low. Clark floats up the shot, missed off the rim. Rebounded by Rubio. As we have a reach and fall picked up in the backcourt, charged to Memphis. That's a youngster that picks that up. That's Jake LaRavia, the rookie from Wake Forest, who picks up his first personal foul. So this will send Cleveland to the bonus now. 2 free throws with Rubio at the line. First one good. Second shot good by Rubio. Came back after missing 43 straight games to start off the season due to injury, but he's back now for Rubio. Under 3 minutes left to go. Third quarter. John Conchar passes off to Tyus Jones around the perimeter. Jones dribbles up into the key with the right hand. Off the glass, missed. A rebound snatched away by Mobley. Rubio finds Garland at the top. Open 3. Takes one. Too long, though. Tipped off the glass. Tip in for the third time. It will drop through. Off the tap in by Dean Wade. 9-point lead for the Cavs. 2:15 left. Ja at the top of the key, guarded by Garland. Ja, crossover, lost it into the hands of Garland with a steal. Looking to push it. 3-on-2, right to the rim. Finds his teammate. Got fouled, though, and this will be Osman, who will shoot 2 free throws. Brandon Clark called in the blocking foul. Seti Osman, the free throw line coming up. Actually, that's on LaRavia on the foul. He got him first. Yeah, that's LaRavia's second. They had the camera pans to Clark, but it's on LaRavia. Personal foul trouble currently 4 by Ja, 3 by Aldama. And then for Cleveland, 3 personal fouls by Evan Mobley. The first one misses at the line. Second one is good. 14 by Osman here. So we're down to the final 2 minutes in the third. Jones towards his right at the elbow. Moves it off to Clark. Clark around the perimeter looking to pass it as he will move it out to the corner. Driving baseline, LaRavia stays in bounds off to Jones at the wing. Jones defended by Garland, dribbles up into the key. Jones with the right hand. He gets blocked from behind. No goaltend call by the referee as Jared Allen comes up with a block. Attacking downhill right at the rim. No good. Jared Allen, holy smokes, with a putback. Woo! Wow. Jared Allen off the block, running the floor with a two-handed dunk as Memphis scores in the quick layup. 10-point game once again. 1:20 left to go in the third. Out to Allen. Hands it off now to Garland. Garland swings it out to the wing. Here's a 3 taken by Rubio. Missed off the front rim with a rebound control by Bane. Bane looking to push in attack mode. Dribble drive right down the lane. It'll be an offensive foul as Darius Garland sets both of his feet, takes the charge, and Desmond Bane called in the turnover. That's just great heads-up basketball right there by Garland. Bane lowering the boom right to Garland, called in the shoulder around the neck area. 55 seconds left to go. Darius Garland, textbook game tonight. 29 points, 10 assists. Leading the Cavs. Allen, handoff. Off to Osman, attacks inside the paint. Got swung around. Ooh, things getting chippy right now on the floor once again with some words. Oh, baby. Bro, you see that? Osman swung around. Desmond Bane called in the foul. Why? Why? What did I do, refs? Why? You're going to give us the big fat L. Desmond Bane called in a technical foul. Refs W, Cavs W, Grizzlies L. That's how this game's gone today. Technical free throw. Goodbye, Garland. He has got 30. And now 2 more free throws to the line in the bonus for Osman. First shot. That's good. Second shot, missed off the back rim. Rebound collected by Conchar. 40 seconds left to play now in the third. Tyus Jones into the key, swings it out to the corner. Skip pass, catch and fire. 3 missed around the rim by LaRavia. Garland will slow it down. 25 seconds left to go, third quarter. Garland. At the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse logo. Dribbles, drives, attacks the paint, floats it up, and gets it a zip through. Count it in the foul. They will not, though. They will say shot clock violation by Garland as he did not get it off in time. That was close. Yeah, actually not even any contact there by LaRavia. He bobbled it and tried to get it off before the shot clock called in the turnover. Looked like from that camera angle that they were going to get a little bit of contact by Garland. He was just off balance when he took the shot. So 6 seconds left to go. Memphis has it. 3 taken LaRavia. Missed again. Skipped around the rim. And now Allen thinking about a fastball, 95-mile-per-hour pitch all the way across the floor. Nada at the last moment. Tempers flaring. Mitchell and Brooks ejected from the game. WrestleMania 2023 coming to the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in this matchup here. Pound to pound, keep on pounding it. The Cavs, the Grizzlies, they keep on pounding it here as we get 99-87. When they take the timeout on the floor, we close out through 3. Wow, this has been a wild game tonight. Absolutely wild. Wow. UCLA dominating Washington right now, 26-8. And Houston struggling against Wichita State. Wichita State up early, 19-17 right now. Those are a couple of key games going on in college hoops at the moment. Top scorer tonight, Darius Garland, 30 points, 10 assists, making a major impact right since the start of this one on the floor. 14 points, 10 rebounds by Jared Allen, 17 and 12 tonight by Evan Mobley. John Morant up to 8. He is up to 18, 22 by Desmond Bane, the top scorer for Memphis. Absolute wild. This game has been in terms of chippiness tonight, leading to 2 ejections. Dylan Brooks, a shot to Donovan Mitchell in the ding-doing, leading to Mitchell tossing the ball at Brooks. Both of them pushing and shoving, and then Brooks tackling down a staff member on the hardwood on a wrap-up tackle. Ain't no football with no helmets out here. You play solo, no pads in the hardwood. WrestleMania 2023. 11:45 left to go. 12-point lead for the Cavs. Turn the corner. Rubio. Bounce pass to the left corner. Osman with a 3. Hits it. Triple digits for Cleveland. Their bench has been rocking tonight. Big reason why. Number 16 has played a great game. 15-point lead for the Cavs. 11.5 left to go. Morant moves on top to Jones. Jones guarded by Stevens. Passes left corner. 3 on its way. Conchar missed off the rim. Defensive rebound haul down. Jaron Allen slow to get up. Able to get up on the floor, though, as Stevens came up with a defensive rebound. Garland will slow it down now for Cleveland, approaching the 1-minute mark through the fourth quarter with 11 left to go. Garland guarded at the wing around the perimeter. Garland, 5 in the shot clock, dribbles, attacks the paint, makes the extra pass. Jared Allen, baby, soaring up, throwing it down with a 2-handed dunk. Jared Allen been an absolute beast tonight for the Afro. 104-87. Darius Garland playing out of this world tonight. Put me back in the All-Star game any way possible. I'll get there. Got snubbed today. If there's an opening, call me, bro. Darius Garland. What a night he's had, deserving to be there. 30 points by Garland with 11 assists. This one's getting out of hand currently. 104-87. Quick timeout by Memphis. All right, appreciate all for joining in. If you guys really enjoyed the stream tonight, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and thanks all for being a part here on the stream tonight, man. What a game. Hasn't been, like, the closest, most competitive game tonight, but wow. Yeah, dude, we certainly have a brawl. It was close in the first half, though. And then, Cleveland started to pull away, late stage of the first half. Yeah, Dallas is shredding the Pelicans tonight. Dallas channeling in their inner Boston Celtics from yesterday and pounding New Orleans tonight. Wichita State leading Houston right now, 25-21. Oof. Yeah, Sun's struggling this year. Injury bugs hit him bad this season. Have to fly all the way across the U.S. for that game. You know that Boston's got that game circled on their calendar. They already pounded Phoenix once. Looking to pound them once again tomorrow. And, yeah, I remember last year I covered the Celtics against the Suns back in December, and it was terrible. The Celtics got blown out that game. The Suns had the best record in the NBA at the time. And, man, the tables have just turned right now. Like, poor Phoenix struggling with the injuries this season. The Hawks have been like the typical Eastern Conference middler all this season. My bold prediction is that the Hawks will miss the playoffs and the Magic will get the last seed in the playoffs somehow. Orlando will be like the 10 seed in the play-in and then find their way to get in, beating the Hawks. The Hawks would have to lose 2 in a row. 10:15 remaining. So we have a whistle here. Offensive foul picked up by Cleveland. It'll be a turnover by the Cavs. Actually, only 4 games out of it. So anything's certainly possible. Dump off. Clark floats up the shot. Drops it through. Ten minutes left to go now. 15-point game. Garland with 30 in the board. Bounce pass Allen. Bobbled it. Lost it. Collected in the key on the turnover. It's going to be Conchar who comes out with a steal. Pass midcourt. Ja attacks downhill. Right to the rim. Scores. Keeping this a game. 13-point game now with 9:41 left. Quick timeout taken by Cleveland now on the floor. So it's been a game of runs tonight and going up and down as of late, but down by 13 here. Still plenty of time remaining. Right now in the timeout, 9:41 left to go. Darius Garland been stellar tonight in this game. Top scorer, 30 points, 11 assists. Putting 4 players in double figures for Cleveland. 18 from the bench for Osman tonight. 17 by Evan Mobley with 12 rebounds. And 16 and 10 for Jared Allen. We get back to action. 9.5 left to go in the fourth. Okoro lobs it over to Mobley. Mobley towards his left. Hand off to Osman. Osman lost it. Turnover. And picks up the reach and foul, crossing midcourt. As he lost it, and that's just a bad sequence right there. Yeah, right into the hands of Tyus Jones, who came up with a steal. Inbound for Memphis in their backcourt. Jones will cross midcourt now. Jones guarded by Osman. Moves it out to the top. Up fake three. Straight away. Aldama missed off the front rim. Rebound controlled by Okoro. As we approach the 9-minute mark left to go on the floor for Cleveland. Mobley, Allen. Right to the rim goes Okoro. Looking for the fall. Didn't get it though, but he got the layup. Assist made by Ricky Rubio. He's on the floor with Osman, the fifth player as well. Up fake Aldama. Dribbles into the key. Aldama missed the layup off the double clutch. Defensive rebound pulled down by Allen. Aldama, Clark, Tyus Jones, John Conchar, John Morant, the five on the floor currently for Memphis. Inside the key jumper mid-range. Missed off the rim by Allen. Ja comes out with a defensive rebound. 8:30 left to play. Ja dribbles up to the key. Swings it down low. Over to Clark. Floats it up and scores. Back they come within 13. Hasn't been the strongest game tonight by Ja. He's got 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Just 7 for 17 shooting. Mobley passes down low. Okoro off the up fake scores once again up and in off the backboard. Good sign to see here for your Cleveland. 60 points in the paint tonight. A lot of space out there on the floor. Isaac Okoro, double digits for him as he collects the basketball too. Here goes Okoro, Euro step, kick out, corner. Rubio with a three. Oh, Ricky Rubio makes it. 111-93. Ricky Rubio gets in on the scoring and drops down a three ball. That's only his second. That's his first made field goal tonight. First made field goal by Rubio. He's got 5 points. Other 2 points came at the free throw line. 111-93. 7:49 left to go, with Cleveland keeping on rolling in this matchup right now as we head to a timeout. $7:45 left to go in the fourth. Tyus Jones brings it up the floor. Lobs it out to the top of the free throw circle. Xavier Tillman towards his right, hand off Ja. 10 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. 3 taken. That's a make by Santi Aldama from the perimeter. Ricky Rubio last made the 3 before the timeout for Cleveland. First made field goal tonight. Allen. Handoff, Osman turns the corner. Floats it up over the top. Allen snatches it. Allen puts it through for 2. Establishing position without Jaren Jackson Jr. in this game all night long for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Handoff, Ja inside the key. Jumper low block over. Allen scores. Ja's up to 22 now. Cleveland will keep on just slowing down tempo. Under 7 minutes left to go. Rubio downhill, circles around, jumper at the baseline. Rattles in. Ricky Rubio, second made field goal tonight. Bane attacks over Allen. Missed off the glass. Tipped up by Tillman. Rebound by Mobley. Looking to push it once again. Rubio. Gonna wait for his teammates, though. Sends it back outside to Osman. 12 on the shot clock. Finds Rubio. Rubio with a three. Rubio makes it. Everything all Cleveland tonight. 118-98. Largest lead of the game. 12th made triple in the night for the Cavs. 50% from the perimeter. Ja circles around. Back to the top of the key for Morant. Moves it out to his right to Aldama. 8 on the shot clock. Finds Ja. Ja with 5 in the shot clock, guarded by Allen around the perimeter. Dribbles up to the free throw circle, takes the jumper, 15-footer, gets the bounce. 18 down from Memphis, though. Midway through the fourth. Cleveland will keep on slowing down the basketball. Looking to take time off the clock. Rubio instead attacks. Dribble drive penetration, kick out to the corner. Osman with a three, he drills it. Drive, kick, corner, three. That's what's up. They drill it from the perimeter. 31st assist of the night for the Cavs. Morant shovels. Down low, Tillman. Turn around. Puts it through. .507 left to go. And a timeout taken on the court. 121-102, Cleveland. Looking to prevail, get the W. They beat 22-6 in their home floor and 32-22 this season if they can close it out. Before I sign off tonight, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and appreciate all for joining in, being a part here on the stream. 121-102. Down to the final, just above 5 minutes left to play. Points in the paint, though, big-time differential. The front court of Cleveland torched Memphis tonight without Triple J in the lineup. 62-38 points in the paint for the Cavs. Cavs just phenomenal passing the ball all around, especially inside in tonight's game. Out to the corner as well. Made some really good three-point shots, but 31-19 in assists, leading the way in favor of the Cavs. Darius Garland's the player of the game tonight for Cleveland if they come out on top. 30 points, 11 assists. The interior showed up between these two. Evan Mobley, 17 points, 13 rebounds. 18 points and 11 rebounds by Jared Allen. Off the bench, Seti Osman's got 21, 13 by Ricky Rubio as of late. He's really heated up in a hurry. Last couple of made field goals for Rubio here. This might be actually be ahead in the clock as he takes the three, and he makes it. There's Rubio. Yeah, so I was a little bit behind in the statistic there. The statistics were updated ahead. So he had 10. He just got 13 as he scored. Ja finds Bane. Bane open three. Bane right through the shoot, delivers. 4.5 left to play. Fourth quarter. 14 made threes by Cleveland. 54% from three. 44% from three by Memphis tonight as they're shooting 10 of 23. Rubio looking for more. Dribbles out to the elbow. Ricky's pass deflected. Picks it up, though, around the logo. 3 in the shot clock. Rubio forces up a prayer. Comes up short into the hands of Aldama. Aldama crosses midcourt. Aldama. Bounce pass through traffic. Turnover. Allen with a steal. Pass ahead. Isaac Okoro punches it through with a right-handed dunk. Exclamation on this one tonight for the Cavs. 3:40 remaining. Ja at the top. Crossover. Ja mid-block. Floats it up. Off the rim. Missed. Rebound controlled by Mobley. 17 and 14 tonight by Mobley with 5 assists. Good for that youngster right there, Isaac Okoro, a lottery pick. Back from 2020. 12 points tonight by Okoro. Perfect 5 for 5 in the floor. That's a really good sign. Six players, double figures scoring tonight for the Cavs. Looks like we'll head to a timeout here on the floor. So 126-105, 3.5 left to play. Back to action for the final 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Conchar moves on top to Roddy. Roddy attacks the paint, floats it up, skipped around the rim and out, battled for the rebound. Roddy had it for a moment, gets it back, lost it, stripped, and fouled. The clock will stop with 3:03. Three minutes left to go. Inbound from Memphis. LaRavia floats up the shot. No call. So he bumps right into Osman, or was there? There will be. That's a late whistle. A charge on the floor. Osman takes the charge. Turnover by Jake LaRavia. Evan Mobley. Mobley attacks inside the paint, right-handed hook, miss rim short into the hands of LaRavia for the defensive rebounds. Conchar, bounce pass behind the defense, soaring up, Zaire Williams throws it down. Clock keeps on continuing. 2:20 left to play. Garland around the perimeter. Moves it off to Allen. Back into the hands to Garland. 8 on the shot clock. He has been fantastic tonight. Garland down low. And he gets contacted and fouled. 2 minutes left to go. Hey, thanks so much, Alex, for joining in, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend there, bud. Darius Garland, 2 free throws here at the line. He has got himself 30 points tonight, the top scorer of the game. 11 assists, 11 of 19 shooting, 4 of 6 from 3. Perfect at the free throw line, shooting 2. The first one's good. Jared Allen checks out of the game. Final 2 minutes left. In a game that was a blowout in the second half, but a massive scrum sent Dylan Brooks and Donovan Mitchell ejected from this game. Not his night tonight for Mitchell. Mitchell finished with just 6 points in 22 minutes, but Darius Garland and the two front court guys, Mobley and Allen, putting their team on their back alongside great performances by Osman from the bench, Rubio and Okoro. And Cleveland going to triumph tonight over Memphis. 21-point lead. Substitutions coming up with 1:51 left to go. Garland, Mobley, both check out right now towards the bench. They clear out the bench for the Cavs. Conchar gets the inbounds. Roddy at the key. Spin move on the Wade, scores in a layup. Raul Neto takes up the floor. Former Washington Wizard, number 19 for Cleveland, into the hands to Osman. Having a great night with 21 points. Passes off to Wade. Wade down low. Wade lost it. Deflected out of bounds, though, by Conchar. 1:22 remaining. Jumper at the baseline. No good. Around the rim and out. Missed by Stevens. Conchar. Out to the corner. Roddy drives baseline. Roddy with a two-handed dunk. Final minute left to go. Cleveland just going to slow it down. 12 on the shot clock. 55 in the game clock for Osman. Takes the step back three. Off the rim, missed. A rebound control by Roddy. 45 seconds. Roddy attacks the paint. Roddy puts it up. Roddy gets fouled with 43.3. 2 free throws coming up at the line for David Roddy, the rookie from Colorado State. Before you sign off tonight, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and thanks so much all for joining and being a part here on the stream tonight. I'll be off the next 3 days. I'm pretty busy. Upcoming on my schedule. My next planned stream will probably be on Monday, Kansas versus Texas for college basketball. That will take place at 9 p.m. on Monday night. Roddy makes them both. He's part of a Colorado State team that was one of the top free throw shooting teams last season in all of college basketball. 35 seconds left. Cleveland just going to dribble out the clock, and fans come up out of their seats here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Cleveland Cavaliers, 5th in the Eastern Conference. Came into today looking for the W, and they'll improve to 22-6 on their home floor, 32-22 overall this season for the Cleveland Cavaliers, thanks to Darius Garland, 32 points, 11 assists, 18 points, 11 rebounds by Jared Allen, 17 points, 14 boards by Evan Mobley. It's that trio right there. Did big-time work in the game, 21 off the bench by Osman, 13 by Rubio, and 12 by Okoro. As this game has gone final. 128-113, the final score. Cleveland, winners by 15 over Memphis tonight. Thanks so much all for joining in and being a part here on the stream, and we'll close out to the channel members before I wrap up. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams, as here we go. We got Jason, Rajip, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Jess, Ahino, Josa, Vegas, SG, Michael, Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Roderick, Reynaldo, Didi, Katie, Siegel, Woopig, Ian, Oink Oink, and Emmanuel. Thanks all for joining in tonight. This one wraps up Cleveland with a victory over Memphis, 128-113, the final score. Stay safe out there this weekend, especially if you guys are up in the northeast part of the U.S. It's supposed to be extreme cold, frozen tundra temperatures. Stay safe out there, stay warm, and I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks so much all for joining in. Cavs, winners by 15 tonight over the Grizzlies.